All right. Greetings, wise ones. I'm said the wise one, and here we believe that when you improve your mind, you improve your outer world. If you're ready to grow wiser, build wealth, and create a better future, well, you're in the right place. So let's jump into today's lesson and let's get it in. First of all, I've been on a little hiatus, and this live stream was the first time I've tried this. I usually record the videos, but let me adjust the microphone here a little bit. Uh, let's talk about a couple of things. There we live. Okay. Okay. All right. So now what we're going to do here is I guess just a couple of things I want to talk about real quick here. Um, First of all, uh, I do have a new book that's coming out, and it's only $9.99, and right now it's on over at Spring. It used to be called Teespring. Now it's called Spring, and we'll be putting the link down in the description. So in case you're interested in that book, this book is designed to help you change your current financial situation. And that's one thing I wanted to talk about today. First of all, you ever notice why the rich are the rich and the poor are the poor? Well, naturally because they have money, but that's not what I meant. What I meant is the trail to get to that. And the thing is, everybody has the same, what do I want to say here? Actually, the same chances and everything. Even though sometimes people say, well, so and so was born with a silver spoon in their mouth. That's true. Some people were born in families where everything was handed to them. But I'm talking on a spiritual aspect here. And what I like to say is, first of all, there's language, or I say lingo. For example, um, what goes on in rich people's minds is what's different than what goes on in poor people's minds. Poor people say things like, "Oh, I can't afford that," or sometimes they were like told by different people, and they've heard many times over their life. It's like, "Well, your father isn't a rich man," or "Money doesn't grow on trees," or as I said before, "We can't afford that." When you say these things, these are things that are destructive to who you could possibly be. And there's many people who have harped on this in the past. If you've read the book The Secret was about this, but they didn't touch on the subject. I feel they didn't touch on the subject like it should have been touched on. But then you have other people like Florence Scovel Shinn. If you get a chance to check out Florence Scovel Shinn, check her out. She's very, very good, or she was. Her books and literature are very interesting. And then there's people like Tony Robbins and just a plethora of others. So the thing is lingo, language. Poor people say, I can't afford that. That's too much. Rich people don't say that. Rich people look at the same thing and say, hmm, I'd like to have that, but right now it's just not a priority. You see the difference in language, the difference in thought, relaying, let's say, relaying that, oh, I can't afford that. You are really sending that message deep to the core of your being as well. Not to mention, it's deep in your subconscious mind. And that's what I want to hit on next. You have the conscious mind and you have the subconscious mind. The conscious mind is what you use each and every day. You have control over it. The conscious mind helps you go to work. It helps you cook your food. It helps you get things done that you need to get done that you planned before. Your plan is a product of your conscious mind. And let's say the end product of your plan is your conscious mind. Uh, as I said before, you cook, you go to work, you take a bath, shower, or whatever, you cook your food. Anything you're doing on a daily basis is done with the conscious mind. Decisions that you make. Uh, let's say decisions that you make and any kind of belief things that you adopted. What came from parents, what came from grandparents, what came from people that you thought are real cool. You know, we all adopt some type of words or philosophies from people that we really admire. And a lot of it is destructive. And I believe that as a person gets older, they should take inventory on their life and see, are these phrases that I'm using, are they helpful? Are they helping me? Most of the time, I would say, depending on what the phrase is, they're probably not helping you. Probably not at all. So you have to examine things like telling yourself you'll never be able to afford this, or you'll never be able to do that, or you'll never be able to, you're not good enough. Because these things get stuck in the second part of your mind, which is called the subconscious mind. You have the conscious mind, that's for everyday things, and you have the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind, it regulates your heartbeat, keeps your heart beating. If it wasn't for your subconscious mind, you wouldn't be alive. Uh, your blood flow, your blood pressure, your organ functions, everything. So now think about it. When you have poisonous thoughts in this subconscious mind, it would have to make you sick. It makes sense seeing that this mind controls the very organs that keeps us alive. So when you have things told to you from the time you were a baby and can remember the, the first words and what they meant, you start taking in this information. And once you take in this information, it's stuck back there, much like the black box of an airplane. The black box of an airplane records everything from the start of the flight to the end of the flight, depending on however the flight ended. That's why by a plane crash, The first thing investigators look for is this black box. Well, your subconscious mind is exactly like this black box. It's been collecting thoughts, philosophies, and everything that was force fed to you, things that you like, for sure, things that you like, you took in, you learned. Whether they helped you or not, that would depend on you. And you take an inventory to make sure if that was the case. So, if you want to change who you are, that is the way to do it. Yeah, you have plenty of videos, you have plenty of books and everything that says, say these affirmations, um, money will come to me, and all this. These things do work, except they should be done with the subconscious mind, not the conscious mind, because the conscious mind just doesn't get it deep in as the subconscious mind does. Plus, the subconscious mind is connected directly to the universe. So you have to be careful of your thoughts and careful of what you speak. Even in the Bible, it says, as a man thinketh, so is he. So if you always think that you can't have, or it's too much for you, or it's too challenging for you, you'll never move forward in life. You'll only stay stagnant in life. And you don't really want to stay stagnant. Not really. You want to move forward. You're supposed to always strive to become a better version of yourself. And with each new day, you should try to be a better version of yourself. But some people, of course, well, they are satisfied with just remaining stagnant, just remaining how they are. Um, a hypnotist, for example, if a hypnotist hypnotizes you, they can make you do things because they go past your conscious mind and impress themselves upon your subconscious mind. Then they give suggestions to your subconscious mind. That's why they can always make you do crazy things, things you may not remember when they bring you back to. They bring you in a trance first, and then they impress themselves on your subconscious mind. They make you hop around like a bunny rabbit or whatever crazy things they might, just to demonstrate that that's the power. Another thing for this was like older movies, early movies back in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. What they would do would be you have so many frames per second, which which yeah, perpetrates motion for the film. So what happens is in that film strip, one of the pictures has nothing to do with the film. It just has maybe popcorn and soft drinks and candy and things like it. But the thing is, the film is moving by so fast that you don't see that picture with your conscious mind, but you see it with your subconscious mind. So, and what happens after you see this? You get hungry. You go to the concession stand. Now you have to have something to eat. You probably wasn't even thinking about eating, but that one film, or excuse me, that one picture in that film implanted itself in your subconscious mind, and suddenly you had to have something to eat. That's a trick they use to sell concessions. They used to use it. at least a lot. So your subconscious mind is very, very powerful. And you really should watch what you think and watch what you are saying because words are everything. Another Bible verse is by thy words shall thou be justified, and by thy words shall thou be condemned. So you can justify yourself or you can condemn yourself with your own words. You may not think about it that deeply, but it is actually the way things happen. But you don't have to take my word for it. Do your own research, find it out on your own. Here, we like to try to be a little wiser because the old saying goes like this: a smart man makes a mistake, observes that mistake, and never makes that mistake again. That's a smart man. A wise man observes that smart man and the mistake that he just did and doesn't attempt to make that mistake at all. That's the difference between a smart man and a wise man. Never forget that. So we're going to wind it on down here because this was actually just a test, but I decided to drop some wise gems on you as I'm always going to do because we have the wise community here. If you would like to join us, please subscribe, like the video if you like, and make sure you come back to visit us always. So, as I said before, the wise ones are the community here. We call ourselves the wise ones. So, wise ones, don't wait for the perfect moment because there is no such thing. Start right where you are. Use what you have and do what you can. If you found this video valuable here today, then like the video, subscribe to the channel, become one of our wise ones, and share this wisdom with somebody who could use somebody else who could use it. Hit that like button and hype, 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 hype the video, share the video, join our community of wise thinkers and builders. So until the next time, remember, when you improve your inner world, you also improve your outer world. So until the next time, stay connected. This is Said the Wise One, signing off.